Hello, this is Mrs. Phillips, the person who buys teen books, with another great teen book for older teens. I would recommend this for high school students. It's called Not So Pure and Simple, and it's by Lamar, Giles. This is a brand new book that just came in this year, and it is available limited quantities on Overdrive. It's realistic fiction. And it's a story about a young man, Dell, who's a high school student. And his mom has been dragging him to church recently. His father isn't going. His father claims adult privilege. And Dell thinks, well, I could claim teen privilege, except that if he wants to drive the car, he'd better attend church with his mom. So he's been going to this church, and he's been zoning out. You know, he's sitting there, he's not listening to much of anything in his mind. The one good thing about church is he gets to spy on this girl, Kira, who has been his crush since he played the cowardly lion in kindergarten, and she was Dorothy. So he's always been enamored of this girl. Never getting close to her. She's always had a boyfriend, so he's never been on her radar. And you know, he thinks this woman, this girl, would be the love of his life if he could only get to know her better, get closer to her. So he's paying attention very sketchily in church, sneaking peeks at her when they're supposed to be in prayers. And then finally, towards the end of the service, he hears something about volunteering, and young people are getting up and going to the altar, to the thing. And Kira gets up and goes there, and he thinks volunteering, teen volunteering. Okay, that sounds pretty good. I could fold shirts for the thrift store, or I could dole out food at the soup kitchen. And he gets up and starts going to the front of the church. And then he's thinking, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done this. But it's too late. He's not going to, you know, turn around and go back. So he gets up there. And Sister Vanessa, who is the pastor's niece, is there and puts a microphone in front of his face and says to him, "What's your reason for wanting to remain sexually pure?" And he doesn't realize he's just taken a pledge of remaining pure until matrimony. And he's in with the Purity Pledge group at church. Meanwhile, at school, he's signed up to take Healthy Living, which is basically sex education. And there the story starts out with a great deal of humor, and, you know, you can see that he's in the position of being between these two groups. However, it gets far more serious as the story progresses. And it talks about peer pressure, lying about your life, how you talk about other people at school, you know, rumors and misconceptions and misinformation. And it gets to be quite serious. And it's really a good book for this time, for those people who like realistic fiction. It's definitely for older teens, teens who are in high school. And I highly recommend Not So Pure and Simple by Lamar, Giles. And please let me know if you read this book, if you have any thoughts on it, or any comments that you would like. Please get back to me at mphillips, MPHILLIPS, at newcitylibrary.org, and you can find this book on Overdrive.